And here it is. Once again, back to return to Monkey Island. So, but there's a little bit of extra location appeared. Couple of ships, a drift ship, and very evil-looking LeChuck ship. So let's just go to the adrift ship first and see what's going on.
Ahoy!
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 You can do that as much as you want. It's quite pointless, but hey, it's still silly.
Permission to come aboard.
Afraid we can't let you do that.
Permission to come aboard, sir.
This isn't a protocol issue.
Although we do enjoy a good protocol.
Are you going to let me talk?
Apparently, that's what you enjoy doing.
There's been a deadly scurvy outbreak on the ship. We're under strict quarantine, so we don't infect others with this deadly pathogen.
Where'd you get that cool flag with all the holes? Looks familiar.
We found it floating in the ocean. It's one of Bella Fisher's flags. She probably lost it when her ship went down.
We're afraid to take it down and offend the scurvy gods.
There is no such thing as the scurvy gods.
Well, then why is there scurvy? Answer me that.
Have a look at this flyer on limes.
Ascorbic acid deficiency, collagen synthesis, mucus membranes.
Hey, that is a bunch of science nonsense.
We won't have any of that around here.
It's all a trick to track our plunder.
As if you have any plunder.
Oh, so
You should try limes. They help prevent scurvy.
Where did you hear that? You need to leave before you catch scurvy.
I don't think scurvy is contagious.
You don't know that. My uncle's best friend's wife's dog walker says it is.
It's a scientific fact.
Oh, don't try to snow us with your science quackery.
If scurvy wasn't contagious, then only one person would have it.
Duh.
Bye. Don't let the scurvy bite you.
Scurvy bites. I knew this was bad.
So apparently these guys, well, they got one of the Bella Fisher's flags, but they're kind of dumb and they don't want to learn anything about scurvy because, hey,
It looks pretty clear from here.
well, let's just dive again into sea.
This is...
This is really deep. I've already been diving for 4 minutes. I've got to turn back now, or I won't be able to hold my breath long enough to return to the surface.
Interestingly enough, there's the location you can find with the where I actually came to by finding out all the 3 flags of the map,
or just waiting?
but apparently if you know the location ahead, it can be done. You can go and get that one key just ahead. So looks like I just did a little bit of so-called sequence breaking of the game.
This is really deep. I've already been diving. I've got to turn back. My lungs are full of delicious air again.
So, going deep to this location, I wonder, do I actually find the boat? I was Bella Fisher's boat. Nope, I don't find it. Great, they actually made a little detail about it. So, well. So, there is no way to break this sequence, or then again, I might have just got a little bit of wrong location. But anyways, now it's time to go and head to the LeChuck's ship.
Hello? Anyone up there patrolling the deck? Ready to kick me into the sea? Sounds like the coast is clear. I hope, unless it's a trap.
You are a disgrace to the pirating profession.
I'm more focused on the staying alive profession right now, thanks. So far, so good.
Nobody is present. Well, except Apple Bob.
So, obviously I'm actually Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. Again. I assume that's your real skin this time?
Yeah, sorry for tricking you with the other two.
Two?
One, math's not my best subject.
Either way, don't worry about it. You're LeChuck's rival, not mine. I've got better things to worry about. Also, I enjoyed the book you brought me.
Where is everybody?
Flambe's up in the crow's nest. Odds are he's sleeping. Iron Rose said she was running an errand. The rest went with LeChuck on that other ship.
Would that be Captain Madison's ship?
I think that's right.
Interesting. Remind me why Flambe still has a job? He doesn't do anything.
He's handy to have around when we have to fix things below the waterline at night.
Oh.
Hang in there, Bob.
Still not funny.
And he's also a member of Chums. So it would be time to ask his opinion about fish stories.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
So let's just go on crazy story. And
It was my first trip to Monkey Island. The crew were restless. And then, all of a sudden, our ship was attacked by a huge kraken. We stuck a hook in the beastie's mouth and caught it from the inside.
You know what? I think your story would really benefit from some colorful description. Like when I hook a fish. I don't just say I hooked a fish. I say there was a majestic fish, glistening like liquid silver, dashing through the waves, stretching my line out like the truth in a schoolboy's mouth.
Oh, that does seem a little more gripping.
Want to give it a try?
okay, well just
Okay. I had just broken through a blockade as thick and deadly as the crab biscuit the scumbar. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a titanic alabaster whale with eyes like destiny and skin tattooed by 100 harpoons. The creature lit out like an old tar from a bar of soap. Of course, then we had to put out the fire.
Dazzling. I can see you're developing your flight feathers. Keep talking to other chums and you'll really learn to soar.
I'll do that.
But he also seems to have this kind of book. So let's just give him a
Hey, Bob,
new book.
Would you like to read this book? It's about a voyage that never ends.
Sounds interesting. And long. Here's your joke book back.
And there's another joke book. But the ship seems to be otherwise quite empty, of course, because, well, that's how it is. So let's just go to the kitchen and see what's going on in here. Ah, there's the case of Putra's demon pepper. And I can now steal it.
An empty demon pepper box. Look, whoa. I'm not sure those are quite dead yet.
But now it more or less is the case that I already got everything I needed to get from this place, which at least for now, which is to say fish story and some demon pepper. So of course I would be sailing away to Scurvy Island to see that does the actual adding some fiery nuclear burn chili pepper to the fish
These
work.
growls go on forever.
Alright, not like that, but like this.
That ought to give it some zip.
And so, eat this. And it didn't like this, so I
This is
just got
torn
the
from a
picture
portrait
back.
of Elaine and me.
And of course, it would be very much needed image. So it would be time to actually go now to the back to Melee Island and see, do I have the marketing expert around? Because I forgot to ask about the key in the about from the locksmith. But those both things can be done at the same trip, so let's just visit and have a chat with her.
Welcome back.
Hi there. Hello again.
Alright, do it.
Would your mother perhaps have been known as Old Mrs. Smith? Whitey Bones said something about an Old Mrs. Smith.
Well, I didn't call her that. But I suppose some people did, mainly when she was older.
Have you heard of the Golden Keys?
Sure. My mother had one of them.
Had?
She left it to me in her will.
I will pay you any amount of money you like for your mother's key.
When my mother died, her personal possessions went into probate with the court. When they came out of probate, I was still too devastated to claim them. As you can see from this letter the court sent, they and the key have been destroyed.
Well, this is an unexpected wrinkle.
Oh, well.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Oh, well, she doesn't have the key, but she at least has a way for me to track down one key. Hopefully, or remains of it.
Hey, Guybrush!
Oh, and Otis.
Otis. What are we gonna do with you?
I didn't do anything this time. I was framed.
Where's Stan? Did they let him go?
No, Stan got sentenced to hard time. Did you know he was representing himself?
I've heard that's unwise.
They took him to the ice quarry on Bermuda.
Oh. So, now I know where Stan is, who is the expert of marketing.
What did you do to get arrested this time?
Nothing! I was just standing there minding my own business, applying for earthquake relief. Did you know you're only allowed to do that once?
There is no justice.
Oh, damn. But if they wasn't mentioning about it, I don't know how unfair it would have been. And interestingly enough, they have the quick travel to dock method. So, time to head to the Bermuda. And see what's going on. 19th parallel.
Halt, ship! If that's what you can call that.
Made it myself. It's a source of pride.
This is a scurvy inspection point. The law requires that you're carrying limes before I allow you to proceed north.
Here, look, I have lines, see?
To proceed north, you'll have to fill out a customs declaration form. Name?
Guybrush Threepwood.
Fill this out and be completely honest.
Oh, alright, that's another humorous little check. Have you been into Plague Island? Are you carrying limes? Well, that's true. Yeah, this is more like, are you carrying more than 10 or less than 3? Oh, that's true, also true. And I am not carrying any livestock. Are you not carrying limes? That does not apply. Yep, this is mostly are just humorous state, which I think there really isn't. 2, 3, 5, 7 are prime. That is true. Have you checked an odd number of questions? Have you checked an even number of questions? I don't know which I even check. Have checked one, because once you would check that, it would change from that. Check this if you didn't check 25. Yep. Check this, don't check this, don't check this if you didn't check again. Yep, it's humorous.
All right, let's see how you've done. Good answer. Interesting you would check that one. Good penmanship. Not checking that was smart. Okay, this looks in order. You may proceed with full approval of the Bermuda Port Authority.
Yeah, I got to the bureaucracy nonsense. So it would be time to sail to Bermuda and see what's going on. Well, it looks quite unpleasant. And there's the court again. So let's just ask about this.
I submit these official-looking documents to the court, seeking a reprieve from destruction.
Order! Order in the court. Upon review of said order, the court finds that due to procedural backlog, the listed items have not been destroyed. except for the fancy box the brat from accounting took. The legality of the aforementioned document having been presented is verified. Presenting pleadant may therefore take possession of said items.
I have no idea what you just said, but thanks for the key.
Order! Order in the court! Outbursts of thanks will not be tolerated.
Well, at least that was kind of simple puzzle. Get the item, get the item, and you get the key. So there would be two places in Bermuda, which would of course be completely against the general geography of Caribbean Sea, which is very much in tropic, between the Tropic of Cancer and equator. But it is not part of ocean, it's a separate little sea, but you can get to Atlantic Ocean from there. Or Pacific if you go to the Panama Canal. But time to go to the Ice Castle and see what's going on in here.
Nice view.
Yep, and it's a quite nice looking, this kind of little expressionist location. So let's just look down and see it is quite big.
Wow. Wouldn't want to fall from here.
Don't worry, the game doesn't allow falling.
Roaring fire, melting ice. Very hoogly.
Welcome, loyal subject.
And there's the Queen of Bermuda. And she obviously has a key.
These matches are specially formulated for freezing temperatures. Disclaimer, will not light underwater.
Oh, damn.
This entire castle is made of ice. Thank goodness
Oh.
there's a fire, ready to be freezing.
So let's just have a chat with the Queen.
Oh, most regal, high, authoritative, benevolent ruler person.
No need to be so formal. This is Bermuda. You're Guybrush Threepwood, aren't you? I'm Odina the Ninth. I know your wife.
From when she was governor of Melee?
That was before I won my throne, but she does keep her hand in.
And both feet.
What brings you north of the 19th parallel, Guybrush?
Oh, well.
Is that one of the golden keys on your head?
Welded to my crown. That's correct. The Crown of Keys is a ceremonial artifact worn by the reigning queen of Bermuda. It was originally fashioned from the house keys of the citizens as a gesture of trust.
And or submission?
My predecessor as queen is the one who added the golden key. I think it gives a certain pizzazz.
Naturally, you'll want to have that cleaned once in a while.
It stays perfectly clean as long as I don't let greasy pirates put their paws all over it. You may touch the crown if and when you become queen, and not before.
Become queen? Interesting. Hypothetically, how exactly would a person become queen of Bermuda?
You have to earn it, win it, wrest it from the iron grip of the previous queen. Most people can't manage that, of course. But by the traditions of Bermuda, all are welcome to try. To become queen, you must show your qualifications by defeating the current queen in 3 contests. The contests test your heartiness, your seriousness, and your intelligence.
3 trials. It's just like becoming a pirate.
It's nothing like becoming a pirate.
Well, except for the 3 trials part.
Contests. They're contests.
Let's just challenge her to this contest of seriousness.
I challenge you to the contest of seriousness.
Come with me. We've got to go downtown. See that triangle? There are 3 of them here in the building. 1 for each contest. When you want to formally issue a challenge, you ring the triangle.
Dios mío! Another challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, For your viewing pleasure, we present, for only the 11th time this week, the contest of seriousness. On this side, the reigning queen, Otina IX of Bermuda. And on this side, the challenger, Guybrush Threepwood, currently unemployed and of no fixed address. If you will all come to order, the contest will begin. The first contestant to laugh is the loser.
Have you heard the one about the guy who put an ice cube on a scurvy dog? He said it was chilly.
Is that the best you've got?
So now it would be time to tell her a joke from the underworld. And,
What did the demon say when he stepped on a pitchfork? Ow!
I've never heard that one before.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Guybrush Threepwood.
Where did you get that book? I'm confiscating this.
One contest down, 2 to go.
well, that was victorious, so let's just talk with Bermudians.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. Nice weather we're having. I see.
They are very eloquent in their manners of talking. Oh, but of course there would be the other locations to compete.
You found it like this?
It was over 200 years old. It's the only one on the island. An irreplaceable natural resource. What are we supposed to do with it now? Make toothpicks?
How many people besides yourself even know the location of this tree?
Not many at all. I did tell someone about it just recently, but...
But what? Who was it?
Well, a coincidence.
Yep, looks like Elaine is getting dealt with.
I can feel all the warmth escaping up the chimney.
Oh, so let's just make the place a little bit less hot.
It's loud about every 15 seconds, like my Uncle Ernie.
Well, now I have a dropping thing.
I mean, I guess this is algebra? I actually have no idea. I guess this is algebra? I actually have no idea.
So let's just do another thing and also challenge her to a new contest. But I have built a distraction to here.
Oh, a challenge.
Welcome, Your Majesty and Mr. Threepwood, to the contest of intelligence. In front of each of you is an advanced algebra problem. You are to solve it as completely as you can, and remember to show your work. No peeking, no copying, no swapping papers, and no cheating whatsoever. I will return in 20 seconds to grade your papers. Your time starts now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand any of it, but I guess she knows what she's doing.
No funny business, Buster.
I think I
have no idea what that says.
But I know I got a new chance to swap.
Time's up. I'll take your papers.
Apparently the dialogue stalls the time. Yep.
I am most surprised by this, but the evidence is clear. Mr. Threepwood is the winner.
But how is that possible?
Clean living, regular exercise, and a brain like a mountain.
Dense, motionless, and shaped by erosion. You can see the difficulty I'm having.
I can. Better luck next time.
Yeah, and she was quite good at that snark part.
I loaded them with demon pepper.
So let's just check out the last contest. And there's a different fish.
Today's contest of hardiness will feature Slimehead.
Yeah, that's a quite ugly name for fish. So I can't go solve this problem right away. I will try to leave the town hall because there would be the other location around Bermuda to check in. The ice quarry. Now that guy seems to be a chum, but let's have a chat with... Let's ask to enter.
Any chance I could get inside the quarry?
Not many try to get in here, just out. What's the purpose of your visit?
It's a social call.
We do have a visitation policy, but it's quite strict. Who are you here to see?
Stan.
We do have a Stan. I'm a little surprised he'd have a visitor. Can you prove you know him?
I can describe him. Loud jacket. Never stops moving his arms. Or his lips.
That does sound like him. But I'm supposed to see some actual physical evidence. Just bring me something that shows you two have ever been in a room together. That way, I can tell my boss that I did my job.
Oh, well, he just seems to be kind of unimaginative but smart. But thorough, so diligent. So, let's just add...
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
Alright.
I had just broken through a blockade as thick and deadly as the crab biscuit the scum bar. And then, all of a sudden, our ship was attacked by an immense kraken with 40 tentacles, like the writhing fingers of the sea itself, grasping to haul us down. The creature lit out like an old tar from a bar of soap. Of course, then we had to put out the fire.
Listen, let me tell you something about anglers.
By which you mean people who fish?
Right, but if you are one, you'd say angler.
I would?
Every subculture has its own special language. Words with significance specific to that subculture. When you use them, you convey both meaning and membership.
That sounds good.
That's why authentic sounding fish stories always have plenty of angler lingo. For example, I wouldn't tell people a big fish broke my string. I'd say I was jigging with a hard bait when a strike from a lunker snapped my leader.
That's both highly specific and difficult to understand.
Exactly the point. Want to give it a try?
Actually, I'm not gonna yet. I am gonna skip these final steps of learning telling the tall fish stories because, well, they are quite long and laborious.
Nah, I think I've got it.
All right. Not a half-bad story. You know who you should talk to? Elaine Marley. She's kind of famous, but she's nice. She might see you.
She just might. Thanks.
And she doesn't. But now I would have this picture frame thing. So I could now just make a hilariously bad forgery actually, that doesn't look hilariously bad. That looks almost decent forgery. Yeah, now it looks hilariously bad. Even more so. And show the crafted fake image to him.
What do you think of this picture of me and my extremely dear friend Stan together? We had it painted at our local Muskrat Club meeting.
You look real close. All right, you can go in and see him, but no escapes.
I wouldn't dream of it.
You don't want to be right there when I open the gate. Go stand next to his stump.
That was quick, fast, and effective. So, now I'm at the ice quarry.
Seen Stan?
He's in the back corner.
Well, now I know where to go. People seem to be making ice sculptures.
You know, Stan?
Way in the back.
So he's way in the back. Why would they would be big chunk of ice in Caribbean? I don't know. But there he is, Stan, and instead of having an unmoving checkered jacket, he actually has now unmoving horizontal stripes. But before that happens, let's just use the trusty monocle stuff on his shackles.
I can read the serial number. I'll copy it down.
But now let's just start talking.
Hey, Stan.
Hi there, son. Nice to see you. What are you in for?
Some sort of a sales pitch, I expect.
Pitches are for baseball, son. I make introductions. I'm like a matchmaker between you and your future. I want you to consider these two words. Ice, sculpture. Separately, they're exciting. Strength, elegance, transparency. Together, they could be life-changing. The chill of the Arctic combined with the blaze of the avant-garde. Nature, tamed by man, bent to his will with chisels and fire. These fine examples of neo-post-colonial abstract representationalism.
That's long.
Stan? Yeah, I don't think so.
Don't wait too long. They're selling like hotcakes.
Well, I like just busting him out.
How about I bust you out of here? I might or might not know a competent locksmith who could take care of those shackles.
Oh no, son, I can't escape. Wouldn't be wise. I'm only in for a month after all. Got a copy of the judge's order right here.
Alright, so.
Yeah, I sure did get off light. Lucky for me, they never caught on to my pyramid scheme, or I'd probably be doing 10 years.
Tell me more about that pyramid scheme you mentioned.
Honestly, I don't know why the law makes such a big deal about it. It's just creative money management. Easy if you know what to do with the figures. I've got this accountant, Ned Filigree. He's a genius with that stuff. If they ever saw his records, well, let's just say the first thing I'm doing when I get out is go burn all that paperwork.
I think I'll poke around a little.
You enjoy yourself, son.
But let's just show him also the marketing part.
Elaine and I could use some marketing advice. The Marley Foundation is trying to combat scurvy by distributing limes, but no one's willing to take them.
I feel your pain, son. I had a similar problem selling life preservers in the farming community. Sometimes people don't know what they want, even when they want it. You got any promotional materials?
Elaine made this pamphlet.
Oh yeah, that's a long and boring rant, although it's all fact.
I see the problem. It's wrong from top to bottom. You couldn't sell water to fish with this blather.
It's a little dry.
Well, it's got facts in it. Worse than that, scientific facts. I'll need to meet with her to iron this out.
Can't you just tell me what to do and I'll tell her?
No, that won't do. Things get lost in translation. A whinny isn't a whinny if it doesn't come out of a horse's mouth. No shade on you, son, but you're not a pro. You wouldn't be able to convey the nuance that's needed here. She and I have got to have a meeting of the minds, and minds have got to meet face to face.
I'll let her know.
Alright.
I think I'll poke around a little.
You enjoy yourself, son.
Well, looks like...
It looks like a secret escape tunnel.
So, time to leave the prison. And while I'm at it, I also have figured out something stuff to do. So it would be time to actually sail to the Melee Island and see what's going on to get the necessary fish I need. Oh, but let's see what might be happening at the voodoo shop.
Hello? It's not like her to leave the place unlocked. Also, I smell brimstone and beard oil. LeChuck's been here, and that magical glow on the safe is new. I bet that's his work. Unless it's Captain Lila.
But no sign of Voodoo Lady, aka Karina. So, but let's just use the key on this, because I can.
What was that?
Someone could be messing with the safe back on Melee. One of us should go check it out.
I'll go. I'm itching for something constructive to do.
I'm not comfortable with that.
Trent, you go with her. You can keep an eye on each other. If anyone's there, kill them.
It's always nice to work as a team.
Well, that worked. At least did something. So now I would have to get some of that red, ugly looking fish.
What are these pointy ones?
Slime heads. Some folks like to cut off the pointy parts before eating, but that's a personal choice.
So it would be a matter of talking to the slime, having a chat with slime heads. So let's just give them back.
Can I trade in my fish for some other ones?
Always happy to take a trade-in. Today we've got hagfish, toadfish, slimehead, bloater, and lumpsucker. What'll it be?
So let's just take the slime heads because I need them.
I'll put it on your tab.
Thanks.
And that was done, so it would be now time to go and go to the Scurvy Island and see what's going on in there. And have a, well, actually, well, oh yes, figure out the big fish tall tale from Elaine.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, isn't she just adorable? So, but now...
Greetings, fellow chum.
Guybrush! You've joined the chums! I'm glad. Maybe a new hobby will help you get your mind off the secret.
Sure.
Well, let's hear what you got.
Oh.
I had just broken through a blockade as thick and deadly as the crab biscuit the scumbar. And then, all of a sudden...
Oh, yeah.
My ship was swallowed by a huge lunker of a whale. A real chum-chomping line breaker, if ever there was one. Then we stuck an umbrella jig head in the beastie's mouth and reeled it in from the inside.
That's nice, Guybrush, but I think you've left out the most interesting part. What was it like inside the whale? What happened in there? People want to hear about the experience.
That makes sense.
Want to give it a try?
And another get. Nope, I think I got it.
I think I've got it.
Okay, you should tell a story to the chum's leadership at the Codswallop Fish Shop.
So now I actually am more or less learned all about the tall fishing tales. So it would be actually time to go and let them hear that awe-inspiring tale of insanity and blatant lies.
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
Okay, so...
Don't be nervous thinking it's a test to see whether you've mastered the art.
Even though that's just what it is.
Alright, so let's just go on crazy story. Yeah.
I was bait casting dead stick from a crow's nest with a Guggen called Flambe. And then, all of a sudden... My ship was swallowed by a titanic alabaster whale with eyes like destiny and skin tattooed by 100 harpoons. Inside, it was like walking on soft cheese with rivers of pea soup that stank like a landlubber's bait box. I lit the hull with Flambe's head so it would burn underwater, blinding as the sun and furious as the sea. Then we stuck an umbrella jig head in the beastie's mouth and reeled it in from the inside.
That was a whopper of a story.
You've clearly learned all there is to learn. I hereby declare you to be a Chum Grand Master. Congratulations.
Wow, thank you. That's a great honor.
So now they would be the flag, so let's just...
Is it alright if I take this flag with me?
That would be within your rights as a well-respected chum of the highest order.
Seriously?
Be sure to treat it nice. It doesn't need more holes than it's got already.
Oh yep, now I have another of the flags, but also...
They were all in on it, but Threepwood was the ringleader. First he's banging me and the other skulls around with a femur, forcing us to sing musical notes against our will. Then he's shouting nonsense like a drunk parrot, and he takes a bite out of a squid's arm. Right after that, that's when the earthquake started.
Still, it could be a coincidence.
You find a shark in your swimming pool, that's not a coincidence.
But now they would be also the, perhaps, if I remember right, it might also be the last job to actually thing to do at the Melee Island is to go and steal the other flag from the double up efficient covering spot. So, but let's just ask about the fake flag.
Your pirate flag doesn't look quite right. Is it a replica?
You have a good eye. You should curate a museum. The real one is too valuable to keep out here. I've got it locked in the storeroom. There's already been an attempted theft.
Alright, so let's just make them loud and make the alarm run, because I can't open the door, that door, but...
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. I like things neat.
So, he opened the storage, so of course I'm gonna steal the flag.
I'll just leave the replica flag in its place. Maybe you won't notice the real flag is missing.
Let's pick up that one and go. And once you return, oops. Crime scene.
My brilliant deduction is that the museum is closed.
Well, I have 2 pieces of the flag, and I become a master chum, and I got a master fisherman note, so it would be actually time to return to Bermuda to face Queen at the 3rd challenge. So, and that would be end of this episode. See ya next time. See ya.